Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Hope you are doing well and spending some quality time for your exam preparations and studies. So today in this video, we will discuss a condition called pericarditis. Maybe you have known that pericarditis, it is one of the topic will come under the heading of inflammatory disease of the heart. Along with the pericarditis, we have another two topics, that is myocarditis and endocarditis. Hope that those topics we will discuss on the coming videos. So now we'll start with the pericarditis. When you will listen this word, what is coming to your mind? It is the inflammation of the pericardium. What is the pericardium? This is the protective layer of the heart. So usually when the protective layer of the heart, this pericardium has two layers, visceral and parietal layer. And the inflammation of this visceral and parietal layer, that will lead to pericarditis. And sometimes the fluids between inside this cavity will be increased, like pleural effusion, and that will increase the inflammation. So that is the some process that you just keep in mind in a simple way. So then the things what it causes or how the pericarditis will develop. Usually the pericarditis will be followed by some of the respiratory infection or any viral infection, and usually it can be have some connection with the myocardial infarction also. And another main features of pericarditis is that it is characterized by a typical pleuritic chest pain, like we can call it as a grating pain, and that is very sharp. So in the questions you might be see this point, that's why I just changed the color of that point. You will see a client admitted to the emergency department with this and this, and out of this which is the priority symptom, or out of the options which is the priority finding that the nurse should immediately inform to the healthcare provider, or that will make the nurse to suspect that the client might be have the problem of pericarditis. So that is, here you will see, this is the characteristic, the main characteristics feature of pericarditis is the grating pain, and that is very sharp. When the client they are inspirating or when they are coughing, the pain will aggravate, which means the pain will increase. And the another main point related to the question scenarios are when the pain will relieve. Usually if the client is in supine position, the pain will be more. But if they will in a high hollow position or upright position or sitting and leaning forward, the pain will decrease. So in the options you can see sometimes which position will help the client to relieve the pain. Sitting and leaning forward, and they can put the hand on a table, so that will decrease the sharp or the intensity of the pain. So these are some of the main points that you should keep in your mind, especially in terms of question scenarios. Then another main complication of pericarditis is cardiac tamponade. In the previous video we have discussed very elaborately about cardiac tamponade. What do you mean by cardiac tamponade? It is the complication of pericarditis, and this is also a life-threatening complication. So if you found any symptoms related to cardiac tamponade, you should immediately inform to the healthcare provider and need to start an immediate intervention to prevent further complications. It may lead to heart failure also. So how this cardiac tamponade will develop? When there is a large quantity of fluid accumulate in the pericardium, that will constrict the heart. So the heart will struggle to work properly. As a result, the cardiac output will decrease drastically. So what will happen? The body will not get the enough oxygen, body will not get the enough circulation or enough blood. And one of the main signs or the group of signs of cardiac tamponade, that we call it as Beck's triad. What are the points in Beck's triad? Hypotension or narrowed pulse pressure and distended jugular vein. And also the client have, when we will listen the sound, we can hear like a murmur sound. And the client have a very distant muffled heart sounds or heart tones. So these are some of the points related to cardiac tamponade. Why I mentioned here is that one of the main complication of pericarditis is cardiac tamponade. So the questions might be connected with the cardiac tamponade as well as pericarditis. So you should have an idea what are the symptoms and how it is connected. I hope it's clear. Now we will see what are the main management of pericarditis. The pericarditis, first we will assess everything, and while we are assessing we can listen, we can auscultate the sound of murmur, and while we are checking the sounds of the lungs we can feel like a very squeaking or a pericardial friction sound, friction rub. We can listen that one. Then the treatment, that is administer oxygen as prescribed. Then review the ABG result, ECG and chest X-ray. Then monitor for the vital signs, because we said that one of the complications of pericarditis, that is cardiac tamponade, and cardiac tamponade you can see very narrow pulse pressure or hypotension. Then another one, obtain throat culture to identify bacteria and start with an antibiotic therapy, because we said that most of these infections might be followed by some of the viral or respiratory infections. So it is very important to take the proper history and start with an antibiotic therapies. Then administer antibiotics and antipyretics as prescribed. Then pain assessment, because it is a very sharp pain and it is exacerbated during coughing and inspiration. So we should instruct the client which position could be better to decrease the pain and which are the positions he or she should avoid. Then encourage bed rest. Then provide emotional support to the client and family. Encourage verbalization of feeling regarding the disease process and treatment management. So these are some of the main points related to pericarditis. Actually it's a very small topic, but sometimes the questions might be connected with the 2-3 points: cardiac tamponade and some of the infection and pericarditis. So when you will see such scenario, you might feel some difficult. So if you have a clear idea about all these points and how it's connecting, it is easy for you to answer the questions. Now we will move to one question. A client with chest pain is diagnosed with acute pericarditis by the HCP. HCP means healthcare provider. The nurse explains that the pain will improve with which of the following? I will revert the question. A client with the chest pain diagnosed as acute pericarditis by the healthcare provider. Okay, now we know that this client is diagnosed as pericarditis. So which all the things or which intervention could help the client to improve with his finding or improve with his current problem? What was the current problem? The client came with the chest pain. So which could be the right intervention that can decrease the pain or that can provide comfort to the client? That's the question directly asked to us. We'll see the options. The option 1, coughing and deep breathing. Option 2, left lateral position. Option 3, pursed lip breathing. Option 4, leaning up, sitting up and leaning forward. So what do you think? Which could be the answer? Just now we have studied some of the points that will provide comfort or that will decrease the pain and that will make the client to decrease from his related features of pericarditis. We'll see the options one by one. First option says that coughing and deep breathing. What we said about coughing and deep breathing? We said that if the client who is diagnosed with the pericarditis, if they will cough, it will increase their pain or it will aggravate the pain. So does that we should suggest the client to practice coughing or deep breathing exercise? Does that will improve the client present problem? No, that will worsen the client present problem. That will create more pain. So we should eliminate option 1. Then now we will see option 2, left lateral position. So which is the good position that will help the client to decrease the pain as well as to achieve the comfort once they are diagnosed with the pericarditis? We said that they should be in a hypogloss position or upright position or sitting up with the leaning forward. So this left lateral position is not a good position that will improve or that will help the client. It will not do anything good to the client. So we cannot suggest left lateral position. So option 2 also we can eliminate. Then the next option 3 says pursed lip breathing. So in which scenario or in which condition we see this word pursed lip breathing? COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. So we used to instruct the client to practice or to do pursed lip breathing for their effectiveness. But in this scenario, this pursed lip breathing is not going to help the client. That will only decrease the shortness of breath and preventing the airway collapse. And that usually as an instruction for the client those who are diagnosed with the COPD. So what is our answer? Yes, our answer is option 4. Why? Because it says the client should sitting up and leaning forward. Definitely when they will sit up and they will sitting and leaning forward, that will improve their present symptom of chest pain. That will decrease their symptom. That will give them a comfort, a sense of comfort. So our answer is option 4. We have studied those points in the lecture that we studied previously. And some of the extra points here you can see. The assessment, when you will see, I said that during the assessment you will you can see a pericardial friction rub. That sometimes in the question options they will show at a scratching or scratching sound. They will not show, they will not give an option as a pericardial friction rub. They will mention it as a scratching or squeaking sound. So that also should keep it in mind. And what are the other treatments? Some of the treatments like NSAIDs and aspirin plus colchicine. So these are some of the treatment aspects. I hope it's clear to you. If you have any doubt, if you want to know something more about pericarditis, please mention in the comment box and we will add some more points on the coming videos. Okay, bye bye, take care and do well for your exams.